Okay, so welcome to my first woodworking video, And what we're going to do is something really easy to start out with. So what's easier than a lawn gnome? Those little guys have been around since like the 70s or something. What we've got is a piece of wood, and I've drawn on the outline of the lawn gnome, and since the board is all rough and stuff, we're going to run it through the planer here to make it smooth. So to begin with, we'll feed the sacrificial piece of wood to prevent the sniping, and then we'll feed the other one through and then back and forth, and it'll look really cool. So remember, wear your safety glasses. Okay, here it goes. Okay, let's see how we did then. Okay, so I guess maybe we should draw the pattern on after we plane it, So that's what we'll do now. Okay, so we have the design redrawn now, and so here's what it looks like. Again, now that it's all there, you can see that the planer does a nice job of flattening everything out, but you really need to make it smoother than that so that things can be all shiny and fabulous. So the next step will be to sand it down and make it as smooth as a baby's. I don't know. Babies have all kinds of smooth parts, so we'll just do that then. Okay, so that's really smooth now. That's as smooth as any baby's smooth parts as I've seen. So what we need to do now is to take and saw the design out, because okay, so I guess maybe we should have waited to draw the design back on until after we sanded it, But that's okay. We'll just have to put it back on, and then we will saw it out. Okay, so now that you've got it all cut out, a trick you can use is to make sure when you do cut it out, so maybe it's a trick to do before you cut it out, So you cut it out outside of the line a little bit, so that when you're sanding it, you can make the shape that you want by sanding to the line. Because if you screw up and saw inside the line, you're totally gooched. Okay, so now we have it all smooth and sanded down and stuff. So as you can see, he's going to have a tough time standing up all by himself. So we need to make a base for him. So I could use a piece of 2x6 that I have saved, but I have a shoe project for that in mind. So I think maybe what we will do is use the sacrificial piece of lumber that we used to begin with to prevent planer sniping. So we'll just reuse that and give it a longer life. They don't call us Yankees for nothing, eh? Okay, so we have the piece covered with primer now, so we have a good base to put our paint on, and so all the colors will, show up. And I did that on the base, so we have a base on a base. Bases are hard, eh? Okay, so we have it all painted now, and now it's time to attach the base. So the holes that we drilled earlier were, pilot holes for the screws that were going in, eh? So I've got them started, so now we just push them on in. So we have it all painted up now, and it's put together, and now we just need to coat it with something to keep it from rotting in the rain and stuff. So I've bought some of this, and there's no name brand on it, so we're not endorsing products, eh? And now I'll spray it on there to make it all weatherproof and give it a nice shiny layer of fabulousness. Geez, it's colder than a salesman's heart in here, eh? Anyway, that's the whole product. It's all shiny and fabulous now, and smooth, and should be safe. So, looks pretty good, I think. You can take a look. I think all the extra effort on the face was worth it, Here. Okay, so that's that project, and that's how you do that. And, who wouldn't want one of these little guys in their yard, eh? I mean, it's just beautiful. That's what I think. And anybody can make it if you've got 6,000 saws and a hammer. So, until next time, we'll see you at Sears.